Good morning, grasshoppers. It's a little bit of a late start here. What is going on here with Dragon Emperor? How did we lose a piece? Ouch. Walked into a fork? Yuck. Not sure if it would have been better to be down in exchange. Good news is, at least the knight was trapped. So we're only down one pawn, and the pressure on ace 4 be enhanced. We're gonna need the king. Let's do a different mix. This does not look good. I might have played h4 so that we could play rook to b7 check. But this is probably the safest. Scarf a couple more pawns and have a protected pass pawn. You can find this event in the dojo for the weekend. Swiss's Master Chess Dojo Rapid and Classical. Is this the last game going? Yeatenheimers. Good morning, Jeff. Jeff's opponent did not show up. Let's check out Virgin Mojito Pawn. He has played before. and a simul, so he hasn't really played in any of our events. Is that the case? Should we kick him out? I don't know. Tough call. Tough call. We'll give him another chance. Because obviously he registered in the last half hour, so it's possible that he has forgotten that he was in the Swiss. Did not know he wasn't going to be paired. Kotov. Hold on. I just had to look for a book that I was looking for earlier in the week. Oh, my grandson has been here. Good. Erase the grandson's artwork here. Just in time. Archipelago, didn't you beat me yesterday, or did I beat myself? Did beat me yesterday. Oh, I allowed the maiden one by castling. Ah, yes. This time we return to being the commander of the Dark Forces. And in order to... Oh my god, what a loud song this is. Alright, moment of truth. As much as I like to play, knight to d7 is also another good way of getting the pawn back immediately. Oh, would I... There will be a time. Should we go for the stealing of a pawn? Let's see what we can do here. There will be a time. Should we steal another pawn? Oh my god. Let's pretend like we need to finish our opening here. Alright, moment of truth. Is he threatening? Bishop to b5 check now? I don't think so. Let's just keep grabbing some pawns because our opponent seems to not be coordinated in any of his movements. Without a fight, there will be a time. There will be a time. Well, that's interesting. Should I abandon the king side? There will be a time. Keep the knight restricted. Is the knight really restricted? I don't think so. How many pawns are we ahead here? We're ahead 2 pawns. I'm going to have to take that one out of the mix as well. Keep the knight restricted. That's so unusual. I know my opponent just wants to checkmate me, but let's just see. Okay. My opponent is trying to checkmate me. We're going to have to decide here what kind of weakness we're willing to live with. Did I get mated anyway? He is trying to checkmate me, I tell you. Desktop volume. What is protecting that rook? Something is going seriously awry in this position. Maybe that was a mouse slip. We're going to have to examine that game a little bit more carefully here. Chess Player D, how are you? Kingslayer Sloan. Indeed. I'm trying to take lessons from the boring pharmacist for not talking. I'm like on the reversed end. Jeff, good morning. Kingslayer Sloan, are you streaming today? So D takes c5, e6. Although knight c6 has more winning chances for black. Queen to c7. Is knight to d7 that much better? It is more popular. Let's take a look and see which is better according to our good friend. Knight to d7 is better according to Stockfish. Bishop to b5, knight to e7. Just take a quick peek at this. Wow, black is better after knight e7. That's craziness. Stockfish does believe in this line. A lot. I like it. So what ended up happening here? How did I get into trouble? All this should be relatively equal. I should not go for another pawn, but I did, and I seem to have gotten away with it. I could have played knight takes e5 first. After all, knight takes f3 check. I guess I was worried about bishop to b5 check and being caught in the center. For example, after knight f3 check, knight f3, queen to c3, bishop to b5 check, king to e7 is somewhat forced. But I was literally just a pawn up. That's craziness. All right, now we know. All right, let's return to that analysis here. As it turns out in the game, I took on b2 and I hesitated for just a moment. Now knight takes e5 is clearly winning. Queen d6, of course, is very safe. But I wanted to do everything with a gain of time. Knight f5 is better? Does make sense. But g6 is approved. Knight f5 is still better. And I threw away my whole advantage by allowing him to attack on the king side. Well, I just didn't like my bishop in this particular position. I really did not like my bishop. I kind of disagree with Stockfish on this one just because it's a lot more fun for white to play than for black. It does look much easier for black to play. So I threw away all of my advantage with knight c6, and it gave it right back to me in a moment. So rook f3 needed to be played. Yeah, that was the move that I was afraid of. Rook f3 and rook h3. And then h5 is forced, and then rook to g3 creates a lot of complications. I have no safe squares for my king. And he forces a perpetual check. He does. Alright, fair enough. Let's check out Dragon Emperor. Last man standing. Again. I have to start adding some of these songs to my streaming playlist. Oh my god. This looks rough. Bishops of opposite colors favor the attacker. And we are down a queen. How did that happen? So check. And we're faced with mate in 1. Was there another move in this position? Oh, bishop to b5, maybe. Yeah, that was probably the shot. Bishop to b5 after the fact, it would be, if king a8, we have to play bishop to b5 now. Or do we? First, bishop's hanging, mate is threatened, bishop interposes. Bishop saved. Uh-oh, let's see what's happening here. What kind of a fortress can we build? Does not look so good for the fortress building endeavor that we'd like. But Dragon Emperor just needs to I have a nature calling moment here. This is not good, by the way. Refreshed at midnight. Oh no. Yeah, my internet is about to be canceled unless I pay the bill. I'm glad you reminded me. So here we are. I had to refresh my password, Coffee, which is actually an acronym for facilities. Yeah, mine is unstable as well. I have a separate router set up that I did yesterday or the day before, and I have to actually connect to it, but I can't remember the password for my separate router. Can we survive this? It's not going to be easy, folks. Thank you for the follow, Archipelago. Namaste. I'm sorry. Yeah, I had a mouse slip like that the other day. I lost the game horribly. Oh, 225 gigabytes a month. Yeah. So I need to take a quick break. Unfortunately. I'm rooting for, This does not look good. but we better grab pawns while we can. Can we do that? No, we lose our bishop. We lose our bishop to... Well, maybe we don't lose our bishop. We do have a nice fortress going here. Yeah, we don't want to walk into that pin. We should have moved our king over. Because now we might lose our bishop. We need a really safe square for our bishop that can be anchored. Queen to b6 check. King moves back. Queen a7 check picks up the bishop. But maybe this will work. Queen to b, bishop to d5 has to be played. He's getting there. Oop, that's not going to do. We might lose our bishop on a2 in a couple of moves if we're not careful. Yeah, we're officially losing our bishop in 2 moves. Check and check, picking up the bishop. But he's going about it the old-fashioned way. All right. I do need to take a quick break. We're observing this game right there. I'll be back. Let me take care of the internet situation while I'm at it. You guys just reminded me. Oh.
Whispered promises straight to my heart. I'd never noticed, but you were never there, you were never there. Hey, you gave me roses, set me apart. All I feel was bliss, but you were never there, you were never. I want us to be what we used to be this night. Maybe just another fight, but you don't wanna see me cry. There is no way that it's never going there. I think it better and I swear I'll follow you no matter where. Think it better when I swear. Follow you no matter where. Think it better when I swear. Down in empty streets, looking for joy. I don't wanna admit I'm better on my own, better on my own. You say we're not meant for each other. I'm not sure of this. I won't give up on this, I won't give up. Cause I don't wanna be, hate. Like the wanna flee, like the wanna leave. I never surrender, but ever remember my lover. Did you give up on me? Have you never learned a lesson? Sorry, I will never be even if you're the one you wanna see. Think it better go someplace I don't know, cause I got your picture on my mind. I want us to be what we used to be this night. Maybe just another fight, but you don't wanna see me cry. There is no it better, and I swear I'll follow you no matter where. Think it better when I swear. Follow me no matter where. Think it better when I swear. Follow me no matter where. Come in at night, let's spark a light and see where it leads. Just you and me, hiding behind the curtain, a world so uncertain. Come and see where this leads. The circus. A world of your imagination, living sensation. There's no one to stop you. Come on, I know you want to. There's no going back. You stepped across the final crack, and we see through you. You'll always be a part of the circus. The circus. The circus. Blue, the feeling behind my eyes. You stood out 'cause you were in red. Men, against my intentions, I let you turn me violet instead. Summer high, met you in August. New York, back to my cold apartment. Distance sucks, but at least I'm still with you. White out skies, middle November. You and I, flights to wherever. I don't mind as long as it's with you. As long as it's with you. face in a crowd, and now I can't imagine me with anybody else. As we close out the night underneath the lilac sky, summer high, met you in August, New York, back to my cold apartment. Distance sucks, but at least I'm still with you. White out skies, middle November, you and I, flights to wherever. I don't mind as long as it's with you. 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 Summer high, met you in August, New York, back to my cold apartment. Distance such, but at least it's still with you. White out skies, middle November, you and I, flights to wherever. I don't mind as long as it's with you. New Year's Eve, 300 miles, counting down. Next year will be close. I will wait as long as it's for you.
All right. The internet is paid. Should not have any interruptions. And of course, all the other business was attended to, which no one really needs to know about. That's too much information. I really only missed one round? That's awesome. Felt like much longer. It did. It felt like much, much longer. Quadraspassky. Beast mode. How's Tall Pacino doing today? I need to expand my window here. Good morning, Jeff. Again. It's a nice Sunday, indeed. All right, let's head back to our main screen. We'll check our YouTube. Really quickly. Looks good. Okay, that's interesting. That was a test of the YouTube chat ability. I can read the YouTube chat on the screen just behind. Not easy though. That much is true. Let's check out the Discord and the socials. I'm going to be promoting a lot more on socials as well as soon as every video is done. Good morning, Siam Sidin. I really wanted to get away from D4. I have to check my database now. I really do have to check my database to see what am I missing from my opening repertoire. That's not a move. Is that a move? Bishop G4 is not a move. Let's keep expanding in the center while we're at it. I think I've mussed up the move order. Oh, maybe I haven't mucked up the move order. Let's just keep developing to make sure that no funny business happens. All right, now queen takes b7. I believe this is a real move. Can we force the trade of queens? I feel like we can force the trade of queens. Just have this sneaking suspicion that I can force the trade of queens. All right.
There's been something on my mind and it keeps hurting me. You've been treating me like I have been your enemy. You are something I don't want to have. A million problems inside of my head. This is something I cannot forget. Another heart. You're a needle in my.
Do I try to develop my pieces first, or do I just get everybody out? That's what I need to do. There we go. We did have a useful purpose for our bishop. Just developing.
No, I didn't see the signs, 'cause you kept hiding it. Now slowly every part of me.
I have to give back a pawn sometime. This abundance of riches. No, I pre-moved. I pre-moved. Did I actually get away with it? No, not really. I thought it was my turn to move. Normally, pre-move jettisons only happen on cheese.com. They really do. Cheese.com is like the king of terrible choices in pre-moving. So you're going to play I can't afford to pre-move anymore. I really can't. Oh my god, I'm hanging stuff left and right. Where are you going, sir? I deserve to lose this so badly. I can't even begin. I can't even begin to think about how badly this entire situation has gone down. Should I? Is he getting away? I don't know if he's getting away or not. Let's get boogieing. This is our only source of counterplay at the moment, among other things. Can I do it? Rook takes b5, a7. Rook takes b2. We have to threaten to capture, that's for sure. What? That's so strange. This continuation. Attention to detail, everyone. Did I get lucky or did I not? Told me once. Oh no, the sound alerts are not working. Are they not working, everyone? That's a bummer. Right. Yes, we are lost. We are losing. Yes, I'm lost. I tried my best. Tried my best. Wasn't fast, it wasn't good enough. What was that, a mouse slip? Oh, that was terrible. I don't know that I've ever lost to that opening before in my life. I have an amazing record against the Slav, but let's just check this game out. Hold on, let's just check my lead chess player database just to make sure here. So, after d4, d5, sorry. I've not played bishop g5 enough. Got a terrible record with bishop g5 on move 2. I'm going to have to start playing it. e4, 50%, that'll do. Let's work on getting 5 games with every single opening. How about that? So, what about my first move? h3? I remember that hero request. a4, h3. I'm not really going to play those. D3 26 times. 74 more games to go to add it to respectability. D3, huh? Knight C3 must be up there on the first move. Yes, Knight C3. Knight F3 is fallen behind. C4 is fallen behind. A3 is really fallen behind. So anything other than D4, E4, Knight C3 and Knight F3 from now on. Dragon Emperor, last man standing. Playing tomorrow, Monsignor. I haven't played 100 games? Oh, I have played 100 games against Dragon Emperor. You can definitely tell our regulars, anyone who I've played more than 100 games against. Unfortunately, White is losing this game. Not just because of his bad king position, but because he cannot stop the pawns from queening. They're just too far advanced. Yeah, let's not watch the last part of that. Out of respect for our... Now, Jacob Aagaard is one of the most amazing trainers. I think we're going to be doing material by R.B. Ramesh, also known as Anna. Ramesh Anna, brother Ramesh, and Jacob Aagaard in as much as we can, almost exclusive. I deserve this. 2157. What in the world is going on with my rating? Oh, I haven't played the Budapest as much as I should. Let's get the Budapest in. Budapest is a lovely opening. Oops, that is a mistake. Kind of forced the issue here with the positional line. This is all part of the plan, giving me rook a6, rook to g6, and rook to h6 possibilities. The Budapest is one of the reasons why the London exists. It is a terrible opening that should lose for black, that white doesn't want to take the time to study. So therefore, people play the lazy London. He did? Yeah, I imagine Darkblade. I would play b4 if I could find a cohesive plan to make it work. The problem with b4 is that it's so committal. Let's check our sound alerts while we're at it. Maybe those were played before? 11 minutes ago, so they were played by Kingslayer Sloan. They were played by Kingslayer Sloan 2 days prior to... Let's just get Castle. What in the world? My opponent is trying to get closer to me, but you know what? I'm emphasizing development over everything else. We're just going to make that many more good moves than our opponent until we're blue in the face. That's all there is to it. He just has more, better pieces, and I am worse, by the way. He has the bishop pair. And he's driving me back. No more bishop pair for you. So now he has a dark squared bishop. And he guarded his pawn in a very strange manner. We're going to concentrate on grabbing some space. We do have to grab some space. Get an open file for our rook. Now we're just working on the process of improving our pieces to the best of our ability. Interesting. Rook takes. I don't know if this gives us enough time to do anything with our passed pawn. I mean, we are worse because of our back rank weakness. We are going to place our pawns on squares that will inhibit his Can we go this way? We're going to inhibit his bishop as best we can. Really? Can we do some dancing? Are we going to dance the night away? All the pawns are on the same side of the board. Note to the viewers, when all the pawns are on the same side of the board, the knight is equal to the bishop. Somehow I knew he might allow this fork. I don't know if he really thought that knight f4 was such a threat, but it wasn't. Now, interestingly enough, we're going to shift gears. We're going to fix the pawns on the color of our opponent's bishop. And then we're going to gain space, and we're going to push our pawn accordingly. Our opponent's mission is to exchange all of the pawns as best he can. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to grab space. And then we're going to push our pawn accordingly. That's part of a plan, unfortunately. Let's shock. That was a good game, by the way. That was a good game. I'm trying to think of where you lost it. You only lost it because you prevented a threat that wasn't a threat. So as black here, Master Chess Dojo is black. Let's see. I played 20 games with e5. I've never really played c6. d5 is a bad move. Two knights tango? Not happening. So c5, g6 has to get up in value. e6 has to get up in value. And e5. So I'm either moving g6, e6, or e5 from now on. Dragon Emperor. Gotta love it, sir. Oh, and he's playing another student. Very good. Another young student. Again, the bishops of opposite colors are causing some problems. Uh-oh. Now the rook comes in, right? I don't know if I would have allowed that. Salakai. All right. I would love to raid Salakai. I want you to stream too, Kingslayer Sloan. Hero request e4 as white. Okay. I'm going to try to pay attention to these things. e4 as white, because I should get a white. Kingslayer Sloan, aka Kiss. Zalakai, by the way. Now, is f6 a good pawn sack? That's the question. Is f6 a good... Ouch! Water set. He is young. He had the hallucination that his bishop was going to be protected, and he is very courteous. A very courteous young man. Yes. Hero request, e4. Sorry. All right, Nico. I have to tell you, you've got a pawn hanging. Oh, but we're going to kill two birds with one stone here. Myth, the legend, Pegasus. He is among the legends of our stream. Oh, I forgot you play that terrible line. Don't you? I forgot that you play that terrible line that that Lauren had a problem with. I should have just taken the pawn on d5. But I am working on this as an anti-Scandinavian repertoire. So this only makes sense. What in the world, sir? You're threatening knight e3? Is this true? You're not threatening knight e3. It is possible. Can I do this? Somehow I got away with it. Everyone, I do not know how I got away with it, but I feel terrible about it. Let's do some analysis on that game. e4. It did not increase the number of games that I've played with e4 here. 5. Or did it? I guess it did. D takes e4. Knight to c3, knight f6, and this is the latest game. But it did sort of increase the number of games I've played with the Black Martimer. Or I think is absolutely necessary here. Knight takes, and I'm supposed to play knight e5. I only saw knight e5 immediately after I played. Believe it or not, I only saw knight e5 right after it. And this position would be good for me. Yes. But it still believes that I'm +2. It believes that I'm plus a rook after knight takes c3. So you don't need to go back to g8. I only expected king to e8. Wow, king to g8 is the best move. That's hard to believe. And then queen to d5. Got it. Got it. And I'm gonna castle. Wow, what a game, Nico. What a game. Is it that terrible? Let's take a look. I mean, if white knows what they're doing, I've heard several grandmasters say that the Portuguese variation is unplayable. Interestingly enough. Let's take a quick peek at it for you, because you didn't get a good game out of this. Yes, I should have taken. And d4 is the natural move. And this is the Portuguese variation. f3, bishop f5 or bishop h5. I usually transpose right back into Scandinavian territory. It looks as though I've played bishop to b5 check here before. Oh, wait. Let's just look at the master database. So f3. Bishop. The lead from here. Bishop to f5. And I am supposed to play bishop to b5 check. Followed by c4. It just... I don't know that it's that terrible, but I definitely know what I have been told. So I have to hold my my ground, Nico. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with the center counter. Center counter is simply queen to d6. This is the latest and greatest variation that is played by Tivyakov and many others. Basically, you're going to play it like a Karl Khan now. You're going to play c6, hope for e5, knight f6, bishop e7, knight on b to d7, and you're just going to get your pieces out. Is it that terrible? I don't know. But it is frowned upon in reputation. But I should have played it just to increase my odds in that variation. So, for example, there is one thing I wanted to know about in here. So it takes... I believe black is supposed to play e5. But maybe not. Maybe this is all good for white. But because of Shirov's line with knight to b5, many people actually play c6 here. Let's see the next one. That one is okay. Go back to the game. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I should have played the line because I don't. Who is this fellow? How did I lose this game? This is how I played it, right? Masters, A6, and this is how I played it. So A6, bishop A4, B5, C takes B5, A takes B5, bishop takes B5, knight takes D5, and I'm supposed to play... I played bishop C6. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that was the problem. I saw it immediately after I played it. Black is better after that. So I just need to finish my development with knight e2. Although Tivyakov against Rachmanov. Wait a minute now. Where's his book? This is Alexander Rachmanov. Interesting. I promised him that I would finish his book and then seek him out for lessons. Sakharenko and I have not coordinated anything. Neither of the other collaborators, unfortunately. It's not Dark Blade. Dark Blade is not the last person standing. This song is approved. How is this game going to be won? Jeff does have his hands full with Ivan Shitko. Oh no. Hey, I've checkmate myself a million different ways. Uh-oh. Is this pawn falling? It does look like it's falling. Now how does white win? Jeff has managed to hornswoggle his opponent appropriately. Or has he? Maybe he hasn't hornswallowed his opponent enough. But after all, don't lose faith here, Jeff. I don't know if that endgame was winnable. So a draw was probably the most logical outcome. I'm very proud to say Jeff is going to be one of the strong young men in the chess world as soon as he gets a chance to play. I can't remember what the word was on the Atlantic Open, Jeff. So I'm supposed to play a move other than knight f3, e4, d4, and knight c3. Do I want to play it this way? I am going to play it this way. We do have to grab the e5 square at some point in the near future. Mm-hmm. My bishop didn't really belong on d3. I should have put a pawn on d3. And I should have gone around. You guts, folks. Alright, I can't take it anymore. I need to grab something out of this deal. Then I will go with the worst position as well in just a moment. No, I'm not in a good enough position for a pawn sacrifice. I'm just not. What in the world? This does look scary, I admit it. It's very, very scary. I just don't want to give up bishop pair if I don't have to. So it's up to him. Absolutely, thoroughly, completely up to my opponent. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Even more interesting.
On the way to you, in an orange sky, by the ocean blue. Every mile lost, my soul renewed, taken by the sunrise and the golden view. Walking slowly in the mountains underneath the constellations.
So he's trading.
Know that you've been waiting for me. Time is losing all its meaning, like I'm living in a dream, and I've been chasing all the feelings I need. It's in these moments with words unspoken, my eyes wide open, life tastes so sweet. It's in these moments where all I know is coming into focus, and now I see. It's in these moments. It's in these moments.
Hmm. First things first, I need the back rank weakened.
Oh, I got lost on a winding road in the dark of night with the stars aglow. Heaven's up above, got me below as I head to you like the river flows. Walking slowly in the mountains underneath the constellations. Yeah, I know that you've been waiting
Oh, I can't stop the pawn? Is that the story? Bishop d5 takes. So bishop d5. Oh, did I blunder? The rook d5 was the right move, and I was trying to avoid a draw. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, Jeff has me again, obviously. I just have to decide how much counterplay I can get before I lose my bishop. I'm going to lose my bishop to bishop e4, b2, bishop to b1, rook to a8. Maybe not. So what about bishop to d5, b2, rook takes b7, b1 equals queen check? Does not work out. Unfortunate. As he corrects my thinking. Yeah, rook to d7 was the move. Thank you for following, Skydiver. Did I really throw it away so badly here? Yeah, I had only rook to d7 in this position, and for some reason at the last minute I decided that I could trade and pretend like stuff wasn't happening. This way, after these moves, I can actually stop the pawn from queening and barnacle. So this was a good move on Jeff's part. So rook takes e7 also looks questionable, because I don't need that pawn to draw. All I have to do is play rook to c7 and rook to c8 check. So the only way he can avoid that and this should also draw. Right, Jeff? Yeah, you had a3. I was worried about a3. Yes, and then b3. That was the breakthrough that you missed. Knight to d3 was a bit of a lemon. Let's go back to that. So this whole plan, when I was talking about it in this particular position, I already saw that you had a5, a4, a3, and I was somewhat trying to talk you out of it. It's entirely up to my opponent whether or not he wants to give up the bishop pair. So here I was torn as to whether or not I take on c5 with my knight, or if I take on e4 with the bishop and try to avoid the variation that we just mentioned. Because then the pawn might need to take. The knight will cover b3. What was that last song? In my head. We'll add that one to the playlist to keep it from being all female voices. So this one was In My Head. Yeah, so I can still stop it in this position with this one, right? But yeah, this was the line that I was expecting. I was expecting a3, rook to b1. I don't have a choice. There's just nothing going on here. It's like so sad. So here, does the same thing work? Yeah, well, that was what I was going over just before. Nice. Good job, BM47. Yeah, I didn't want to see A4 and whatnot on the board, that's for sure. I was very lucky to get that far. How many times? This is our 117th game. I'm giving him the Conte de Luna treatment. But my have. Yeah, we'll add this one. I don't want to let you go either in my head. I'm slowly approving songs for the playlist. Create my own playlist. There you go, you have A3, right. That makes sense. I haven't gotten there yet. Thank you, Nico, for the using the channel points. I'm not planning on castling because I still want to be able to play. H5, H4, H3. This was the plan. Yes. Too bad my bishop's not already on d6. Whoa! Dudovich. I know you're trying to win a piece out of this deal, but jeez. Are my white squares really that dangerous?
I got a bottle of Patron and some lights off. Two red devil looking eyeballs. And I finna turn up when the night falls. If you hear a siren, then it's my fault. Jump in my whip, baby, let's ride. We ain't gonna stop at a red light. And I'ma take shots like a Tech 9. It's gonna get live. Here we go, it's about to go down. Let me know, I'ma buy another round. Get low, drop it down to the ground. Oh yeah, wow, shorty make it bounce. Mama see the put cuffs on my cardiac. Took my breath away like a heart attack. And I'ma spend every dime and my money back. Everybody wanna know. If you're ready, let me know. Let's go. If you're ready, let me know. Let me know. If you're ready, let me know.
Just waiting for more weaknesses now. All right, bishop e3. Is that the weakness that I've been waiting for?
I got a bottle of Grey Goose and ice cubes. Have a drink that'll put me in the right mood. 80 proof's gonna lower my IQ. And I've been the same way since high school. I look shorty right in her brown eyes. She about to take a
Hold on here, let's do some analysis real quick.
get the crowd hype. I turn the cadence of a hook into a sound bite. Here we go, it's about to go down. Let me know, I'ma buy another round. Get low, drop it down to the ground. Oh yeah, wow, shorty make it bounce. Mama see the put cuffs on my cardiac. Took my breath away like a heart attack. And I'ma spend every dime and my money back. Everybody wanna know. Let's go. If you're ready, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. If you're ready, let me know. Here we go. Let's go.
Up all night by myself, trying to think of ways to you. Your voice stuck in my brain, we never got to see it through. And I know I feel more pain if we're speaking truth. Cause when the daylight comes, I still lose. So will I feel it again? I just don't know. And I'm hoping I'll find a way to let go. So if you love me, how could you leave me so low? So will I feel it again?
Yes, I'm worse. My tactic did not work.
I just don't know.
But now maybe my tactic works. Mm-hmm.
So will I feel it again? I just don't know. And I'm hoping I'll find a way to let go. So if you love me, how could you leave me so low? So will I feel it again? I just don't know. I just don't know.
The weaknesses are coming, ladies and gentlemen. The weaknesses are coming.
Looking back at our time, hoping that we did it
All right, moment of truth.
Give me any reason to call you up late at night. And we know it's for the best. I won't put up a fight. Cause when the daylight comes, I still lose. So will I feel it again? I just don't know. And I'm hoping I find a way to let go.
Whoa, he went that way.
Could you leave me so low?
Did not expect that.
I just don't know.
Well, now he's threatening to win a piece.
I just don't know.
Yes, yes. All of this and more are part of the plan. Usually I lose to Ron in some spectacularly ridiculous way. What that ridiculous way is, I do not know yet, but I will find out in just a moment. We need to open up lines on that side first. Do I need to play E3 first? That is a bummer, I have to admit. Do we check there and then go there? Yeah, let's do that. Mm-hmm. Do I have to throw this in first? Can't believe I hornswoggled Ron the legend. Whew. Can he still hornswoggle me? Hare Krishna? Who was he playing? Norway is going to lose to Italy. That is true. Sorry, Ron. Although we can't catch. That was a tough game. Oh, so he's playing Greece. Yes. I know the GM. Interestingly enough, if you use our calendar, please check those birthdays. Find out his birthday and make sure that it's in the calendar for me. This is the event where I need to look up every single person. A move other than... This one was for Nico. A bonus. He didn't want me to play B4 against him for some strange reason, so... Now we're going to control the center. E5, huh? We need the squares vacant. We need the vacant squares, Bobby. Don't worry. This will be quick and it will be painless, I'm afraid, with these diagonals swooping and looping. There's nothing good that's going to come of this, unfortunately. I want to cripple his pawn structure first. Is the knight a threat? Yeah, just in case. Just in case, since I want the outside passed pawn. Where is the knight going to go? Is the knight going to go? He wanted to trade, but I just want to trade queen. We're not trading knight for bishop, I'm afraid. He can buy me off by rook takes b2, and then I won't trade queens. But it's a tough price to pay. This could be very entertaining, actually. All right, moment of truth. Is he threatening to checkmate me? Wow. He is threatening to checkmate me. Hold on, I just have to think about this for a moment. Rook takes f8, king takes f8, queen h8, king f7, queen takes b8, king's on f7, so it works.
Fingers stained with blood, been grasping all day, losing my touch with reality, driving all day, searching all night.
Sorry, buddy. Knight f5 was what I was expecting. Round 9 started. Was that round 9? Started my Zoom meeting for my lesson. Let's make sure that I have it. Mongolia drew on board 1 versus Hungary. Patsurin. All right, let's check out Jeff trying to bring it home against Le Shadok. Did I lose to Le Shadok? No, I didn't get to play Le Shadok. Where is my... There it is. Checking all of the results using Twitter. Nice. You're trying to make it look convincing. That's too bad, right? I really thought you were going to play queen to c3 to protect that bishop. And then keep in mind the possibility of playing bishop to e5. with the same idea. Is there a? This is the last game going in the event. Really? That one again? So you still had the choice of playing queen to c3. Not sure if you're still after this trap, but okay. I don't know. I still thought it was there. I wanted you to play rook takes f2 and queen to b2 check. But this was very convincing. Namaste, Jeff. Congratulations. Do I get any fanfare here? Nothing. No fanfare. Make sure that Salakai is still streaming. There he is. Salakai is one of the legends of the stream, and he made it possible. Oh, thank you for playing, Jeff. I love watching you grow, man. Regards to your mother. VIP. Yeatenheimers. No, I do believe in what we're doing here as a whole together. Working very, very hard for a common goal. And along with some instructional moments. Let's run those credits for all the people that followed today. No new gifted subs. Dark Blade listed amongst our moderators today. Kingslayer Sloan had to duck out earlier. Archipelago, Archipelago, thank you for the follow. Skydiver, thank you for the follow. Slavo also followed yesterday, and the raid by Chess Heroes a couple of days ago, everybody. Cheers and thank you. Talk to you soon.